Inquiry. The scope is the domain of your research. What is the domain and what is not? Kasi, ito hindi na natin pinapansin, even the, the advisors, the panel evaluators, kasi copycat. Copy lang naman yan. No. Limitation is associated with qualitative studies related to validity and reliability. The limitation refers to the boundaries of the research study hanggang saan, arising from the researcher's decision of what to exclude. It is a brief statement of the general purpose of the study. The subject matters and topics studied and discussed in your study. The locale of the study where the data will be gathered or the entity to which the data belong. The population or universe from which the hindi universe, it's universe. The topic, universe. This must be large enough to make generalization significant. Ito naman, definition of terms. Kopya-kopya din. From dictionary, denotative meaning. Mga kapatid, research ito. Ha? Pag sinabing theory, sabi nila, it's either operational or theoretical. Pag theoretical naman, lifted from dictionary meaning, no, it's not. Ha? Pag theoretical based on previous studies, and how are you going to connect it to your study, or how is it measured? Kasi yung definition of terms mo are the variables of your study. Can you follow? Not just anything about education. May education ka. May learners ka. My God, you should be guided with your research questions, parameters, or variables, or objectives. It specifically indicates or presents the function or how the word or term is used in the research that's operational. The word operational refers how the word or the term is used in your research. How are they going to be measured in your research? Is very important. Like the age. Biologically, the age is the cumulative number age of a person. But it will be defined operationally as to how are you going to treat your age as a variable in your study, as a parameter of your study. Is that clear? Huwag lang kopya-kopya ang age. Mag-iba-iba yun. Depende sa how you are going to use it in your study. Nagkakaintindihan ba tayo mga kapatid? Okay. The variables are elements critical to research. These are the focus of your research and reflected in the research title. Huwag naman lahat include. Only the most salient variables are to be included in your title. How to write? Write a short introductory statement for your definition of terms. Write the terms or words technical you would like to include in the definition of terms. Reflect also the idea and the gimmick because they are to be included in your definition. Pwede uminom lang. Pero laki kay nilay manilingat sa atin. Ang hirap ng hanap buhay. Joke. Okay. Important importance and significance of this study. Kopya-kopya lang din tayo. Diba? School, teacher, administrator. But there are two types of significance of this study. The importance or benefits of this study, two parts, introductory part and presentation part. Types could be hierarchical, considering the positions. Diba? Or according to the level of importance. Again, depende sa panel, sundin nyo pa din yung panel. Bakit may panel during maraming hierarchical? Two types of writing the significance of this study. Sundin nyo. Wala namang mawawala sa inyo. Magkakaroon pa kayo ng ethics, doctor. Diba? Pag Tagalog, doctor. Pag English, doctor. Iba naman. Okay. So that's it. Okay, ito na yung madugo. Writing a literature review. Ito na sumusuko na tayo lahat dito. My God. Tapos, meron pang similarity index check. Plagiarism check. May requirement tayo. Depende sa, it's a university specific. I don't know your university here, sir. Pero yung requirement is similarity index. Do you have requirement? 30%? It's better. Because it is so 15. Similarity index. But the downside of the SI or Turnitin or turn it in, but we pronounce it Turnitin. Ano? Turn it in it. Pero iturong niya. Or Turnitin. Turn it in. Okay. Ang downside lang naman nito, because not all thesis and dissertations are published online. So ang taga Manila, pwede uy, gawa ka sa BIPSO, ganitong study. Nag-study na kami sa UP, bibigay ko sa'yo. Ibahin mo lang yung respondents of the study, local of the study. Di ba pwede? Kaya tinuruan ko na kayo ng kagaguhan sa research. Huwag yung sasabihin kayo mag-mentor. But that's true, right? Hindi naman ibig sabihin na in-earth meeting mo yan, okay na siya for plagiarism. Hindi. Kasi may mga unpublished, hindi submitted online documents na pwedeng kopyahin. Kahit ang LNU. Imagine as an editor, because I'm addicted to research actually, not to men, to research. Pero may boyfriend ako. I'm 100% gay. May boyfriend ako. For your information. Okay. Advertisement lang yun. Saan ba tayo? Nakalimutan. Pag boyfriend talaga, iba yung nararamdaman, you know? Saan tayo noon? Saan ba tayo? Where was I? Yeah. You know, kasi, not to boast, ha? Kasi nga iso, may 30 na na-graduate. If I'm not an advisor, a panel of 25. So, lima lait lusot-hap na din siguro yung advisor in secret at beauty. No. Joke lang yun. Basta 5 o 3. So, most likely, I know the research skill of one person, of one faculty, of one student. Alam ko na yun. The introduction, the way he discusses things, and the results of discussion. Imagine, atin lang to Do not put it on record. Baka may nag-video sa akin. Anyway, we'll not name names. Yung faculty na yan, diba? Ako kasi gumagawa din naman ako. Honestly, mga friends, mga close. Pero itong professor na to, imagine, the results of discussion, parehas pa din. 5, may 6 pa, may pang-7 pa. Ang introduction lang ay iba. It was experimental. Parehas ang results of discussion, the same figure, the same number, the same pagination, the same conclusion, the same everything. Ako ang editor. Nakita ko, pinagtabit. Pero, yung dalawa na yun, because I was not sitting as a panel, editor lang ako, imagine, sa umaga nag-defense yung isa, sa hapon nag-defense yung isa, hindi napansin ang panel. Almost the same panel members because we have no way of checking the similarity manually. See the problem of it? So anong nangyari? Then I went back to the rest of the papers. Ay naku, 7, magpari-parihas. Oo, kahit correlational, merong pre-experimental, post-experimental, experimental proper. Correlational yun, ha? Huwag naman ganun, lokohan na ito. Then I talked to the dean. This is a very serious matter. We can be a laughing, stock of anyone. Nakalusot lang. Diba? Huwag yung gagawin niya. Kasi you be forever cursed by your conscience. Huwag niyong gagawin yan. Hindi pwede. Kahit man lang sa pag-collect ng data, gawin niyo. Tapos ibigay niyo sa statistician, yan maiiba na, sa'yo na yun. Do you understand? Even myself, when I was writing my dissertation kasi reference grammar of waray. Halasal, my God, wala ko kabubulikan. I have nobody to ask for assistance. Kasi reference grammar of waray. Kalukohan. Sana kung correlational, okay lang. O yun, gusto ko nang magbayan, gusto ko nang matatapos. But please, just collect the data and have it treated by an statistician. Hindi naman ikaw ang maging statistics. Sa'yo na yun. Can you follow? Okay. Introduce the literature review by pointing out the major research topic that will be discussed. Identify the broad problem area but don't be too global. Discuss the general importance of your topic for those in your field. Don't attempt to cover everything written on your topic. You will need to pick out the research most relevant to the topic you are studying. You will use the studies in your literature review as evidence that your research question is an important one. It is important to cover research relevant to all the variables being studied. Research that explains the relationship between the variables is a top priority. You will need to plan how you will structure your literature review and write from this plan. Yan yung types of literature. Topical order, organized by main of topics or issues, emphasize the relationship of the issues to the main problem. Thematic and conceptual. So, your focus is the concept. Hindi mo sasabing according to, but you start with the idea. You start with a concept. Pwedeng chronological order. Organize the literature by the dates the research was published. a more difficult way of writing. Problem cause solution order, or the PCSL, organize the review so that it moves from the problem to the solution. General to a specific order, also called the funnel approach. Examine broad-based research first and the focus on specific studies that relate to the topic. Then the last one, try to discuss specific research studies so conclusions can be drawn. After reviewing the literature, summarize what has been done, what has been done, what has not been done, and what needs to be done. The gap. Remember, you're arguing your point of why your study is important. It is not simply or merely the listings of previous studies. No. Have your voice. Make it your own by contextualizing. Okay? In this study, kaya nga, it able segue is in this study, age should be treated this way. So you make a synthesis every time. Remember, then pose a formal research question or state a hypothesis. Be sure this is clearly linked to your literature review. All sources cited in the literature review should be also listed in the references. The end text and your reference list. In APA 6th edition, magkaiba. Ampersand is this is what you call ampersand. And, di ba? Pangit lang pagkasulat ko. If you are going to, in the in-text citation, like, for example, Madeja-3 12, inside the parenthesis, so the ampersand is used. But outside, the word and is used. But in the list of references, ampersand is used, not the end word. Ganun ba? Tama? Okay. To sum, a literature review should include introduction, summary, and critique of journal articles, justifications for your research project, and the hypothesis for your research project. Common errors made in literature reviews. Review isn't logically organized. Review isn't focused on most important facets of this study and the rest. Yeah. In your introduction, this I will tell you. In your introduction, if you're not citing anyone or anything, you are lying. It's like in teaching verbs, adjectives. If you're not going to cite or tell your class your reference, you are lying. Why? Hindi pagkaanak sa'yo, alam mo yun. Remember, people learn from people. You only have learned it. Do not discuss in the class your lesson without mentioning the references or the reference. It's as if you own that idea. My God, hindi. Be careful. Is that clear? So dapat nagsasite kayo. Kasi imagine, matatapos ng introduction, wala pang citations. Ay, nagsisinungaling ka. Hindi research-based yan. Siguro creative writing na. Essay. Diba? Okay. Using another writer's words without proper citation. Using another writer's ideas without proper citation. Now, for example, a secondary reference. Si ma'am, nabasa niya yung study ko kay ma'am. Di ba? Hindi niya direkta nabasa sa paper ko. How will you say it in citation? And how will you write it in the reference list? That's again problematic. Madeja-3 in Reyes 2013 or as cited in ganon. But the catch is, do not have a secondary citation or make a secondary citation if it is readily available in your school. Or you can have it. You can read it yourself. Diba? Ano magsi-secondary citation ka pa? Very na. And in the reference list, hindi ko pangalan or hindi ko pangalan ang ilalagay kung saan ko nabasa yun. Ha? That's make it sense. EPA 6th edition yun. Citing a source but reproducing the exact word without quotation marks. Borrowing the structure of another author's phrases, sentences, without giving the source. Remember in Sci-Hub, in ResearchGate, and many others, free access journals. Libre yun. Might as well pay them with proper citation. Yun na lang ibayad nyo. And now, you know, because we are on the number 3, being a university, it's not anymore the publish or perish thing principle. It is publish and be cited. Binibilang na rin kung ilang times ka na-cite. And that makes you the age index. Social ka ha? Pag ipinakilala ka, ako wala pa akong age index. Di ba? Pag ipinakilala ka, age index 4, 5, 6, 10. Ibig sabihin your paper is cited 10 times.
Mo din yung age index 10 times.
Borrowing all part of another student's paper. Baka advisor ka. Huwag naman. Di ba? Using paper writing service or having a friend write the paper. Tenses in RRL. Ito, importante ito. Kasi language teacher ako, kailangan ipasok ko yung language. And this is very important in writing. Di ba? Ito. Typically, using the simple past tense is common. Example, Jones found that finds. Past tense, if you focus on the study itself or the people who studied it, then it is better to use the, I will give you what's this? 50. The slides, do not be copy. Just listen to me and look at me. O kasi diba na sulat kayo ng sulat, don't you worry. I will not be asking you, why? Are you going to teach the subject? Are you going to be a resource person? No, I will not ask you that. Okay. Present tense. If you are sharing your own views about a previous study, it might be better to use the present tense. Example, Jones 2013 argues. Presents. Present perfect tense. Ano yung present perfect tense? There are how many tenses in the English language? Ayan na naman tayo, ha? Kasi dapat pag nagsusulat tayo, alam natin. How many tenses? 3.
Simple.
Present, past, and future. There are how many aspects of tenses, my dear? Mga teacher kayo sa elementary. How many aspects of tenses?
Simple, progressive.
Ma'am, how many?
Future, perfect. Dili po.
Walang teacher kayo ha? Sa elementary. Sino ba elementary teachers?
English.
Elementary teachers.
Kaya teacher ko, first
Sino?
teaching na ako English.
Walang elementary teacher kayo ha? Kayo ha? Just give me the number of aspects of tenses. Because you use it for a specific purpose and time. When are you going to use it? Kasi pag tenses general yun. Present, future, past.
Simple.
Ilan nga ang aspects
Three.
of tenses?
3 ba? Science ako.
Ha?
3.
Or kayo dyan? Bagsak ka. Kayo ha?
3.
Ha?